Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Divine. Alright, man, before we get into this video, make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, you can hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get up into it. Alright, man, so, before we get into this clip here, I just want to preface this by saying, I'm not on the level anymore of, kind of getting mad at the user for some of the shortcomings that Madden has. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this clip, and of course, I was letting it loop, and we're going to talk about it as we play. So this was like the Super Bowl of like the seasons that I was playing in or whatever. As you can see, custom whatever. But I was playing, and me and this guy had a back and forth game, and I had a chance to be able to try to come back and win this game to finish off my season. So as you can see, I kicked the ball. I made it one of those high kicks. So whenever you kick the ball high like that, the guy is supposed to catch the ball. Your guy is supposed to hit him and make him drop the ball. As you can see, he barely touched him, and he dropped the ball, right? So that's already fugazi as is already. That's already phony. So not only that, but I have a good handful of my teammates around to try to scoop the ball up. And for some weird reason, his team was still able to recover the ball through everything that happened. I remember somewhere in the patch notes, I remember them saying something along the lines of them trying to work on fumble recoveries or the logic in picking up or pretty much laying on loose footballs. So they were talking about something about city and country footballs. I don't know where they got this from or how they came to this conclusion, but whatever. So if you think about city, you think of a lot of people that's around, so you're going to lay on the ball. You think of country, you think of not a lot of people, open room, so you should be able to scoop the ball up. So if you guys call this a city fumble, right, why is it that you guys don't have the wherewithal to be able to dive on the ball? If you're not even if you can't even dive on the ball in one move, all in one go, you should still be able to still kind of like swipe your arm over to scoop the ball up, because that's what a lot of people do. This isn't a whole one-off thing when you dive on the ball and it's either your guy grabs it. If he grabs it, then he completely misses on it, then he's not going to be able to grab the ball. Somebody else has to have another shot at it. When you dive on the ball, it's not just a one-off thing. You know what I mean? It is a scramble. It is a mad dash to pick the ball up. So, EA, my question to you is this. Why is it that every single thing that you guys do, you find a way somehow to make it worse than what it is? To this day, I try to pick up the fumble. Like, the next time you get a loose ball or a fumble in Madden, what I want you to do is I want you to, let's say, put on arcade mode, right, and make it to where the other team fumbles a lot. What I want you to do is I want you to watch how your guy reacts whenever he's trying to run towards the loose ball. Or I keep saying loose ball. I'm playing too much 2K lately. But when you see a fumble, watch and see what your guy does. Because more times than none, I have seen several times when my guy would just run past the ball. And, of course, there's not a button for you to press. It pretty much is just up to dice roll, probability, 1. And 2, if the coding and the logic is supposed to fire off like it's supposed to, your guy will pick the ball up because there's nobody around. But there have been times where I've literally have ran around the ball because the game will let my guy pick the ball up for a scoop and score. But for some weird reason, y'all make it to where these guys are diving on the ball even when there's nobody around. So, again, why are we still trying to champion Madden 24 to be this great game and a step in the right direction and blah, 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 blah? Why are we still championing this game? Why? I don't understand. And the guy who I played, I told him, I said, hey, look, man, look, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, it was a cool little back and forth game, but EA just screwed me. And that's sad because that's the one thing that we had a common understanding on. He even said that games before that he played before me, they were doing him the same exact way. Not necessarily like that, but just giving him a lot of phony baloney gameplay going on. And then all of a sudden now he gets into a match and he sees me go through the same thing. He understood. So again, in the beginning when I said I'm going to preface this by saying I don't get mad at the user anymore, that's the God honest truth. I don't get pissed off at the user no more like I used to, because you're just doing what anyone else would do in that situation. You're going to play on that. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily play on that as far as like talk noise. Like, I think that's kind of OD. But, if you're given an opportunity to win the game, no matter how funny looking or how phony it is, you're going to take it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that we both understand how we got to this point. You know what I mean? To me, this game will never it will never become something that I would make a series out of. It would never become a game where I would tell somebody to pick it up and play it because it's a great game, and it's not. I don't care what anybody has to say. This game has forever been terrible, and I'm pretty sure I sound like a broken record, but I mean, it's the truth. It's the God honest truth. Every update that you guys have come up with, somehow this game has gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. But this right here just takes the cake. At least for me, it does. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I'm going to get up out of here. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Devon, and I'm signing now. Peace.